Welcome everybody. Today we have a very important case concerning a man named Tommy Sotomayor, aka Thomas Jerome Harris. Well, this guy recently, Your Honor, went to a pro-black event and caused such a scene when he was not invited that some people ended up raising their mouths, heading out into the hallway, missing, the day event, what happened at this place. Well, people went there to go and stand and talk on black race, black history, give their points. This man called Tommy, aka Jerome, took himself along there, acted like he was invited when he was not, caused such a commotion, knowing that something would start. And my idea behind it is all because of fame. So Tommy talks about the black people, saying he wishes white people and white police, white government, anybody to go around killing black people, especially the black women. He talks a lot of hate on the black woman. Anyway, he recently put out a video which we're going to show you now, and then we're going to come back, we're going to talk more on it about the black woman. He calls it an apology, but yet I didn't hear one apology out of there. This man has a lot to say about the black woman, but this case is all about the fact that this black woman saved his life and she has not got the respect that she should have from this man. And yet he still talks about, in the video, punching a black woman in the face, and still gives out the word to other races to deal with black people. Right, we're going to play the video now. And after the video, we're going to come back and chop it up and see what's going to go on to conclude the case of Tommy Sotomayor. This is day one. Right now, we're going to put on a video. Your Honor, if you don't mind, we're going to play the video right now. And I want you to just hear what Tommy has to say. And he calls this an apology for the person that saved his life. And Tommy was not even supposed to be there. Please bear that in mind. Okay, so now we will commence.
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Tommy Sotomayor. I want to make a quick video. You guys know me from such videos as doing an interview with Vlad and having a dude walk in with a camera in one hand and a coon train in the other one. And my latest hit was when I went to New York City and was in Harlem, and, well, a little bitty black dude decided to punch me and then walk off behind his friends as his friends yelled and told me they were going to do something to me if I did something to him. Now, in the process of what happens, a lot of people don't know what was going on, but I just want to make a short video to say thank you to a young woman by the name of Empress Sekhmet. I didn't know who she was. Apparently, I did a video about this woman a long time ago, which has been since flagged down because I couldn't find it. But it's a story about a young woman who, in Atlanta, was making threats towards white people and saying it's time to kill Whitey. Well, once she said it was time to kill the cops, they came in and they arrested her. We spoke today, and we're going to have an interview tomorrow where she's going to be able to ask me whatever she wants. Because during that day, during that event, on the House of Consciousness, she was actually supposed to be asking me whatever she wanted, and I was going to answer it. They were going to put me on trial.
I object, Your Honor. I object. He did not know they were going to even speak to him. I object, Your Honor. Sustained, everybody. Sustained, everybody. Carry on.
Answer it. They were going to put me on trial, and I had no problem doing it. In the process of them putting me on trial, something went left. What went left was a young man decided he wanted to punch me in the face and stand up for all the sisters. One of the sisters who stood up for me, or stood up for right, which is what we all should be doing, and that's what I want to thank her for. She stood up for what was right. She does not agree with the things that I say. She does not agree with how I say them. But she also didn't agree with this idea of violence against another black man, especially in this supposed House of Consciousness during a unity event. After the young man, or well, as she stated today, She said she could tell that the dude was going to do something. So what she did was try to get in between us, but it was a little bit too late, as when I turned around, dude hit me. She didn't appreciate the hit. But the entire time, this woman, who's probably about this tall, tried to keep me away from going back to them and tried to tell them that what they were doing was wrong. Now, the black men who stood there and had an opportunity to tell this black man, yo, you are representing us. We don't like him, but what you're doing is making his words seem correct, that we are too stupid to have normal dialogue.
Objection, Your Honor. Isn't it incredible how you would call them stupid when he turned up at their event? Remember, Your Honor, they did not know he was coming. They did not know he turned up. Think of it like this: a KKK representative turning up at an all-black event, or a black man going along to a KKK event. What do you think's gonna happen, everybody? What do you think's gonna happen, everybody? Everybody, sustained, everybody, sustained. Carry on, carry on.
They didn't do that. No, Q Butterface and all the rest of them sit up there and said, he deserved it. And they each tried to make sure that they let me know that they were threatening me. So if I try to hit the little pipsqueak, they were going to hit me. So this woman, who knows that I talk about black women, what black women don't do, and the type of children they raise, and I still believe that those black men are black men raised by black women who ain't shit.
Objection, Your Honor.
They would have understood. I make YouTube videos, and if they want to defend black women, then why don't they show black women in a better light? But Empress Sekhmet, a woman who had been subjected to what she put on YouTube, costing her to get arrested. Now, all you black folks said that should not be. She should be able to say whatever she wants to online, and she should not have been arrested. Yet you same black people are saying, I should have been punched because I said what I said online. This was poetic justice. This was beautiful, that a woman y'all stood up for, that she should have the freedom of speech to say, kill Whitey and kill white police officers, was the one protecting me from y'all, as y'all believe that me saying something about black women that offends you means I should get beat up. Because I'm sure you wouldn't like it if some white people came up and hit Empress Sekhmet in the face because of what she said, huh? No? Well, then maybe you should think about that as she did. This young woman who I don't know her from Adam. And again, I didn't even know who she was. All I knew is she wanted to talk to me. And I literally said, okay. They said, why don't you get on stage and do it? I said, okay. I had no problem. During that time, they had the opportunity to make me look as bad as possible because I was there with all of their people and none of mine. But instead, the little midget screwed it all up for him by trying to be a big man, hoping that black women would like him. Well, little midget, the person that you came there with, I'm still cool with. The person that you were trying to take up for, and all those black women that you saw taking pictures with me when I came in because they were so excited to see me, they weren't taking pictures with you. They weren't taking a picture with Q Butterface. They weren't taking a picture with none of y'all. The celebrity that was there that day was me. And the only person who acted like they had some sense was one of the black women who I constantly talk about. Well, it wasn't her specifically, but I talk about black women. Well, it took a black woman to stand up, and it was a brother that was there too. I can't remember his name, and if you guys know who he is, because this one black dude was ready to go off on all of them. He started pushing them out. It's a big guy. Can't remember who he was, but he worked for the House of Conscience, I think, or he was just there. But he was a guy who knew me, and he was like, I'm not gonna let this go down on my watch. And I think that was pretty cool. But other than him, the rest of them, you know what they were doing? Trying to egg it on. Empress Sekhmet, I cannot wait to talk to you tomorrow night. I think it's going to be at 8 o'clock, but you guys be able to go on the website and be able to find it at SotomayorTV.com. But this young woman stood in between me and those dudes, trying to keep me from going back into the drama and trying to tell them that there was no reason for them to cause the drama. I thought we did not have mosquitoes in Arizona, but I'm getting bit by something. Maybe it's ants. I don't know, but it hurts. You hurry up and get up out of here.
Objection, Your Honor. It was not a mosquito. It was a turtle face. A turtle face bit his leg, everybody. Proceed, proceed.
Anyway, the point is, Thank you, Empress Sekhmet, and I enjoyed talking to you today. And if you guys want to hear the conversation that we had, because she called me while I was in the car going on a live stream. She called me, and I think we had a very good conversation, other than the other people who love jumping into the middle of the conversation. You get two logical people talking, you tend to have a better conversation. The illogical people seem to jump in and say dumb stuff. Anyway, what we're going to do is have this discussion tomorrow, and I can't wait. But Empress Sekhmet, I want to thank you for being a bigger man than the men who were there, and being more of a woman than one of the women who walked by me and smiled like, ha ha, did that. One of the whore from England.
Okay, so right now, Your Honor, I want you to pay attention, considering what this man was saying, like this is supposed to be an apology. Listen to how he goes on. Listen to how he goes on. First, he starts talking like he's got to show gratitude and respect to somebody. But now, like, you know, like he isn't that person that attacks the black race and stuff like that. But I want you to pay attention to the words he uses. I want you to pay attention to what he's about to say. Okay? I object, Your Honor. Everybody, I object. Your Honor, tell Tommy's lawyer to shut the fuck up, because he just talks shit. He just objects for no reason. You're about to hear some shit. Listen to the way Tommy speaks to the so-called Black Power movement. Listen to what he says. Listen to the words he uses against them.
Who had said the night before that I was an enemy of the people. She's a fine hoe, but she's a hoe nonetheless. She got mad because her cameraman and the dude from the camera called me a legend. So she said, whatever the fuck the word was she used. But this whore sat there and smiled like it was funny. So I hope somebody punch you, whore, in the face because they don't like what you believe. And a lot of you blacks who think it's funny, I hope that some of you white people watch this. And if you start hearing black people call you devils and cave beasts online, and if you ever see one of them in person, punch them in the face. Because black people believe that that's how you deal with a disagreement, that you go and punch people in the face.
I object, Your Honor. Everybody, I object. I object. Sustained.
Well, they believe you punch a black person in the face, because I've never seen them go punch David Duke in the face. Anyway, thank you, Empress Sekhmet, and thank you to the young man that was there. That was really cool, and I would be remiss not to stand up and say, the first person to stand up and stand in between those idiots and call those idiots out were a black woman who didn't agree with me.
No, I object, Your Honor. I object, Your Honor. Your Honor, I object, Your Honor. Tommy Sotomayor, everybody. He's a simple man, everybody. He's partially gay, everybody, and he likes to be nice to people, everybody. When he goes to the pubs and the clubs and the bars and stuff, everybody, he be buying drinks for people. He be waiting to see if there's any people that are single white females, especially, everybody. If not, he'll settle for black, everybody. And they go over there and they buy a drink. And if there's one or two of them, he might buy them a drink. So that's a good man, everybody. Hot dog, everybody. God damn, everybody. You gotta lock him up, everybody. No, everybody. No, everybody. No, everybody. Please, everybody. Mr. George, everybody. Don't do this, everybody. Don't do this, everybody. It's not his fault, everybody. He likes to baby back ribs, everybody. And he likes to say, everybody, yeah, everybody. Tommy Sotomayor, everybody. It's so nice, everybody. He believes in saving the black race. That's why he talks like this, everybody. It don't make no sense, but that's what he do, everybody. That's what he do. Get him in this court. Get him in this court. And we want more evidence before we proceed for now. That is it, Your Honor. Okay, so can someone please tell me where the apology was? Throughout the whole entire video, I didn't spot an apology for the lady he was talking about. Well, Your Honor, that's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. He did not even apologize. You see, Tommy Sotomayor does not make no sense. He believes his own mental logic makes sense, and it doesn't. It really does not make sense. People have tried and tried to get at this guy, and he's had this platform for like 4 or 5 years, and the amount of complaints he's had of people saying the same things, yet he thinks the people are wrong. He believes that if he's helped 1 or 2 people, then it's a success. but there's been factual evidence being put out there before. Remember that the young white, the white Caucasian lad that went and killed that black man, and yes, he went and killed the black man, and he had things in his room representing that Tommy Sotomayor was one of his fans, his Ku Klux Klans, other things, some hate shit. Well, that was one of his fans, and they went around and killed a black man. Tommy spits pure hate. That's all comes out of his mouth. So we need to get him in this court, and we need to sort him out, Your Honor. He shouldn't be on the streets. He's a danger to the public. Not to mention that he's put his own family on blast. He talks down of people's relationships with their kids and stuff, and he's never been there for his kids, except for the two latest ones he's got. Out of the 500 potential ones he's got. He hires prostitutes. There's loads of things. We need to get him in this court, Your Honor. We need to get him in this court. Court's adjourned. Be back with more evidence. I want to know more about this Tommy Sotomayor guy, Jerome Thomas Harris. I want to know much more because this is very interesting. And we're going to have a panel in. We're going to have a jury system. Straight past magistrates. We're going to go straight to Crown with this. Okay. To be continued as it goes.